Hello, this is Eric in Audiio, and today I'm showing the Smallrig fluid head. So this is a very affordable fluid head, and I haven't used it yet. I just opened the packaging and have yet to really test this out at all. So inside the packaging we have a small little user manual, the fluid head. So very simple, but also very affordable. Inside the bag there was a small Allen key so I can actually loosen or tighten this here. So let's see. So it looks like I have to loosen it off a ways and then it pops off. We got these two pins that are holding it and we have a level underneath. So if I take this off, we can see a small little thread here. This is the smaller size that would connect to a finer thread of your camera. So I'll have to get the sizing in a moment, and you can see the small little thread hole right here. So we can see there's a separation that happens, and as you tighten, this brings it closer. So that's how it holds on. So you're going to put your part right here, your quick switch plate, and we're going to attach into the groove. As we tighten, it tightens it to the plate. So here's a small scale difference between the Smallrig and the Manfrotto head. We can see the size is massively different. The Manfrotto head, of course, is made for heavier cameras, and this particular one is, let's see the model number, we can see it right here. If that's in focus, I don't know. When it comes to adjustments, this here is for tightening and loosening your plate. Here is your tilt, and down here is your panning side to side. Now when it comes to, say, adjustments like turning, you can turn basically in circles forever, so that's nice. Some different units are cheap, will just come loose and fall right off. You can actually twist it down to 90 degrees, so you have a full angle down. And yeah, in terms of going back, you have to be mindful of how far you can go back, because we have a little less room that does not want to tilt back as much. As for the quick release plate, I have to spin it off, so it takes me about 5 seconds maybe. I'll put it back on. Okay, let's count this down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 or 5 seconds, I'd say, for normal person being in a rush. Since I like to be able to disconnect and reconnect quickly, I use my Ulanzi claw. Underneath the quick release plate, we have the little grip here to tighten on. So you can twist it onto your camera or whatnot, or you can simply use the actual thread right here and use a screwdriver to mount it on to your camera. So we have an issue that the thread size doesn't match. However, we can see right here, there's some little teeth here, so you can actually take this out and make it a matching thread. So this was the adapter piece within the actual Smallrig itself. Let's get this mounted. So now we have our fluid head attached. You can see it's nice and smooth. If I go too hard, it will push the tripod around a bit, but I don't have the tripod held down. This is a carbon fiber tripod, a TC6 in carbon fiber. So it's nice smooth fluid head. If I go too hard, of course, I move the tripod. But yeah, that's not bad at all. I like that. Now I can balance my level with the bubble on the tripod itself, or I can take off the head and then balance it. But then the problem is there's no level on this device itself other than underneath this darn plate. How do I see level once it, like basically do I level and set it? That's going to be up to you what you want to do. But yeah, let's see how that level now. It's actually not overly strong. So if you have a really heavy lens, you can still bend it. Like it's still clipped in. Like how much force? Yeah, this is not going to be great for a really heavy camera. I can actually see this being tightened up. So right now we have this all set up and we can see the tilting. I'm just going to loosen up finger tight so I can actually tilt back and forth. You can see how fluid that is. I can go a little faster. Okay, and side to side. How smooth am I? If I really slam it hard, I'll move the whole tripod like I just did now, which is of course usual for any sort of fluid head that's on a light tripod if you don't have the tripod weighed down. If I go at angle 45, 45 down, back up and down into 45. Okay, you might wonder at 70 millimeters how this fares. I'm going to go at a distance, and of course right now I'm zoomed right in. How smooth it is when it's zoomed in. This is a bigger test when you zoom in, how good or bad something pans. Like if you're doing nature video, you want something that's smooth. The unit itself is 279 grams. The length of the arm is 200 millimeters. The quick release plate is Arca Swiss type. And for maximum safety payload, 3 kilograms. Do not exceed that. You could actually have the camera straight on and a pancake lens, even a full frame. It's not going to be a problem. However, the lens length will make it a problem. As soon as you get out here, you're starting to put a lot of force, and even when it's locked, I can push this out of place by hand fairly easily. So big lenses, not going to happen. Not a good idea. Probably the maximum is like 75 millimeters would recommend, maybe 90 if it's not a big, huge lens. Say G Master Sony, those are heavy lenses, heavy glass. I would say no. Point and shoot cameras, you're safe. APC lenses, well, basically the smaller the lens, the lighter the lens, point and shoots have light lenses, the easier it is to choose it. When the adapter's in here, it's a 1/4 inch thread by 20. And without the adapter that you see right now, without the adapter, it is 3 8-inch by 16. And those are standard thread sizes used on tripods and other camera equipment. If you'd like to purchase this fluid head, links will be below in the description, as well as you can buy me a coffee if you like, because that'd be pretty awesome on your part. Now, one thing I must conclude with is the steal of a deal at less than $50 USD. Wow. My only concern might be if you force it to tilt and rotate while it's locked all the time, it eventually wear out. But so far, this seems quite nice. And this is going to be my new fluid head on my tripod, replacing my professional one, because it makes more sense. I have a Sony ZV-1, a small camera. Why do I need a huge fluid head? I only got it because I wanted to get a good fluid head. A little too big for my liking. This, nice compact, great for point and shoots, great for small pancake lens cameras. Yeah. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the description. Thanks for watching, and watch this part that's coming out right after this to see how my video footage glitched out. I tried to store it with Wondershare, but it didn't turn out so perfectly. Heavy lenses are not acceptable. Heavy cameras should be okay because you're centered your weight, but you want a pancake lens, not a lens that's sticking out. This is a very, very affordable option. And that's not common to find at this price range. Not bad for a fluid head. I'm definitely using this for my filming on my Sony ZV-1 from now on. This is way too big and heavy for me to use. Now, if I was doing professional videography and I want something smooth, I would definitely be using this, but I'd probably get the 3 stage of speed for panning and fluid head, rather than this has only 1 speed. I can go slower, or I can push harder, but there's no set speed. But then it's nice not to have set speed, because then you get too complicated and to what speed do I want to pan?